Hello gamers, this is going to serve as a legendary speedrun guide for the level Outskirts. This is the second level of the game. It's a pretty easy level. It's a level that is a lot of driving. There's a lot of little things that go into it that I can't really teach you in this guide. It's gonna be things that you have to learn. But I'm gonna do my best to give you my tips and tricks and my strategies that help me get to the level easily. This guide is gonna be geared towards beginners. I'm not gonna do a couple of IL strategies that will make it go really fast, but I'm gonna give this towards full game runs as well. So let's begin. So the first trick we're going to do is we're going to do a grenade jump that gets up by this big beam, that big beam up there. And a grenade jump that gets us up there and lets us skip this whole area. So jump here, and when you reach about here, you want to throw a grenade into see that seam in the textures. Like wait for my reticle to come back. That seam right there, that line. You want to aim to have a grenade slot right in there, and you're going to jump, and that grenade jump will boost you onto that little beam there, and you can jump up from there. So at full speed, it'll look like this. That, and you land up here just like this. Jump up here, and now you've done the first section. So let me do it one more time. This is a grenade jump you have to kind of get at your feel. Okay, one more time. Grenade in the slot, jump, and land right on this beam, and jump right up here. Just like that, nice and easy. So now, jump across, follow this route. In general, don't worry about doing this too fast. Just try to get the general movement down first. Just like this, nice and easy. I'm eventually going to make our way over towards Hotel Zanzibar. Throw a grenade at this railing, it'll boost you up top. Just like that, nice and perfect. I'm gonna come over to this section. Now, this area, there's an Ultra Elite on a turret. And this this Ultra Elite, we have to cause him to enrage and grab his sword. Now, a problem with this Ultra is that he really, really wants to get on this plasma turret that's right beyond this ledge here. Now, in order for him to be able to enrage more easily, we're going to want him to either get off the turret, like get on it, then get off, or more optimally, destroy the turret itself. Now to do that, if there's a grunt on this turret, you're going to throw a grenade at the ground and then headshot the grunt. So as soon as the grunt dies, the turret explodes. And that will cause this white elite to probably turn around and look at you and it'll let us enrage him much faster. In this case, though, I got a situation where this elite is actually on the turret himself. So all I'm going to do is walk up to him and punch him to get him off. Just like this. He'll get off that turret. And hopefully he will enrage. So you wait for that enrage animation to go for a little while, and then you backsmack him, and you can see that a sword pops out. Just like that. Grab a sword, and you want to grab this pistol here. Now, if you're doing full game runs, definitely grab this pistol because what this does is it actually resets your grenades and allows you to, it resets your loadout, lets you have full grenades for Metropolis, which the current full game route for Metropolis requires you have full grenades. So make sure you pick up this pistol. Take this. Now, I'm going to do that first section again in full speed, just to show you the whole thing in one go. So first off, you got to throw your grenade. Walk up, grenade in the slot, just like this. Jump up onto the beam, nice and easy like that. Your rooftop movement. There's a dedicated section H2 links on the rooftop movement and the Elite Ultra Kill. So I'm kind of giving you the Cliff Notes version here for full game, but definitely check that out if you want more information. I believe it's by Brad. It might be Dubs though. Um, but it gives you much more in-depth info about this rooftop movement and whatnot. So I definitely recommend that if you want to check that out. Once again, like this. Okay, so the grunt on the turret. So I'm gonna throw a grenade and then shoot him in the head, cause this to explode, and this guy looks at us. Back smack him with the sword, just like that. Nice and easy. Like swing the sword to get those Marines out of your way. Okay, now we're gonna come to this section. So when I walk down this hall, 2 elites and 3 grunts are gonna be around this corner, and the elites are gonna run out at me. I'm gonna jump over the head of the elites. I'm gonna do a sword cancel off the grunts. But you're gonna notice I don't sword cancel right away. I actually hang in the air for a second. That's to wait for the grunts to definitely stand still. If you try to sword lunge immediately, or sword cancel rather immediately, it'll cause you to mid-air stop over their heads pretty often. So you want to kind of hang in the air. I'll show you this. This is another feel thing. So I'm gonna jump over these elites' heads like this. Wait for a second, and then I'll get a nice smooth cancel just like that. And let me go right over this railing. Let me show you that one more time. This is something you have to get a lot of feel for. It's gonna be scary at first. Let me go fast this time. Like right as I see a grow, I'm gonna cancel. Okay, I got a good cancel that time, but a lot of the time you will just mid-air stop, and that's really, really sad because it means you get shot and you probably die. So if you're mid-air stopping in this section, let me see if I can force one. If you're mid-air stopping in this section a lot, I would advise you to hang in the air a little bit until you're sure the grunts are stopped moving. Because what causes you to mid-air stop is the grunts actually moving. Okay, I can't do it. LOL. Um, I can only do it the right way. So the what actually causes a mid-air stop on a sword cancel is the enemy moving away from where you lunge at them. So say the enemy is like right here, and I lunge at them, and then they move like over here. I'm gonna stop in midair right here, And that's what's happening with that grunt. So once you're through that area, I would definitely practice that cancel. It's probably the hardest part of this level because it is so intuition based. So I definitely would practice that from a checkpoint a couple times. Now we're outside. I'm gonna grab your ghost. And in this guide, I'm not going to cover the outskirts swordflies. That's a really advanced strategy that we do not recommend for anyone outside of like the top level runners. Those flies only save 3 seconds, and they're really hard to pull off. And they're like the chances of hitting 3 swordflies in sequence like that are pretty low outside of like the tippy top of runners. To definitely do the driving instead of the swordflies, I would highly recommend you don't do the swordflies. But if you are interested in checking them out, there is an associated guide and HU links that can help you with that. Excuse me. So continuing onward, I'm going to drive right to the right of these little palm trees right here. And you want to shoot a few times like this. And you want to drive past this. This ghost is going to boost towards you on your right side. You want to drive past him on the left. And now my focus is going to shift to this jackal sniper in this tower. So I'm going to be making a read here. I'm going to think, is this guy going to turn and shoot me as I'm driving by? Now, if the answer is yes, and I see him looking at me and aiming at me, I'm going to turn the nose of my ghost towards him and actually stop boosting so he can't shoot me, not give him an angle. So I'm looking at him, he's looking at me. So I'm going to do this. I'm just going to play it safe. And then I'm going to go past this turret like this, actually really unclean, and then drive past these enemies just like that. Nice and easy. Now, oftentimes you lose shield here. It's not common to die here, though. So let me show you that one more time. So shoot, make a read on the Jackal Sniper. He's not looking at me, so I can ignore him that time. Drive past the turret and drive past the enemies just like that, just a piece of cake. So sometimes you get lit up, sometimes you don't. That's a section you really have to practice too because it can get you killed sometimes. And checkpoints in this area are notoriously inconsistent, so definitely practice that section because it will save you time. And it will, if you die there, it is really, really sad. So keep going. Now drive down to the beach here, to the edge of the beach, close to the water, just to avoid all these enemies. Nice and easy, just like this. Just like so. We're driving the rest of the level essentially. Most of my tips are gonna be like drive here, do this. Definitely just follow my pathing in these sections and try not to get shot. That jackal sniper, he'll shoot you in the face sometimes. It's okay. He like barely ever hits you. I think I've been shot by like 4 times ever. So now you're in this tunnel section. I want to drive towards this little spot on the floor, then turn around and park by this little spot right here. And a warthog will come around the corner. I'm gonna get the driver out just like this and hop in yourself. Now you just want to kind of follow my driving lines here. Not much to commentate on here. Just sort of drive cleanly and you should be okay 9 times out of 10. Just keep going, just like this. I recommend you cut it very close to this bus. It actually shields you from a lot of the enemy fire. Like this. Drive down the slope like so. Stay on top here to stay away from that turret. And then once you're past it, you can drop down like this. And just keep following my pathing, nice and easy. Just like that. Nice and simple. That route will barely, like, you will barely ever die there if you follow that route. It's very, very safe. Once you start doing more risky routes, that's when you start to run into trouble, like what you see in high-level runs and for world record holders. Now, more pathing stuff. Nice and easy. Actually, some bad driving for me there, holy moly. I was looking at my phone for a second. Do not text and drive, kids. Now, this section is the shadows, and this section, you can sometimes just die here. You can do everything right, and you will sometimes die. So if you die, it's only happened to me probably a handful of times, probably like I would say 6 or 7 times in all my time playing this game. So it is very rare, but it's known to happen. So if you die here doing this, it can happen. It's part of the risk we accept as playing this category. Just follow my pathing here. Having the Marine in your Warthog is essential. So if your gunner dies at any point in the tunnel, I would recommend reverting to your last checkpoint just so to make sure you have a gunner in this section. If you don't have a guy in the gun, it actually becomes pretty much impossible to survive this section because the shadows just kill you. That guy does tank up a ton of damage, and it really makes passing through this section unscathed much more doable, much more palatable. Just keep driving. Very, very simple. Essentially an auto scroller. Drop off this ledge on the left side here. Nice and easy. Now we're going to get to the end section. So in this end section, there's going to be some ghosts that we have to dodge. You want to drive to the left of the ghosts and then hug the left side wall. And that will allow you to stay away from the turret guys. So let me pause right about here. So right about my reticle is there's going to be 2 ghosts that come out in this like little line here. And there's a turret guy back here, like a grunt on a turret. Now, we want to stay out of that turret grunt's line of fire as much as possible because he's the one that actually kills us. So I'm going to dodge to the left of these ghosts and then follow that wall and then pass right underneath the shadow just like this. So watch this. So dodge to the left. I actually got a bad path in there. Hug this wall just like this. That keeps us out of his line of fire. Under the shadow, and we are home free. Just like that. Let me revert and show you that one more time. It's like this. Go to the left, hug this wall, nice and close. And we pass right through, no problem at all. Now you will die there sometimes. I would definitely recommend practicing that section because that pathing is kind of precise, kind of tight. But yeah, that's Outskirts done. So I hope you guys all enjoyed. That was kind of a quick and dirty guide on that level. Outskirts is a pretty easy level as far as levels in Halo 2 go. It definitely isn't one of your more it shouldn't be one of your more practice heavy levels. It's definitely a level we need to be familiar with it, know the route, and then get experience with it in full game. I would definitely recommend that you grind this out in full game. Try and take bad outskirts in full game and try to get to the rest of the game. You will definitely get better at this level over time. A good goal to shoot for in this level would be something in the 420s for your full game runs, 430s, 420s. That's very achievable with that route that I just showed you. If you guys have any questions about this level or about this guide, please feel free to let me know in the comments. And thank you guys for watching. Have a good night.